Welcome back to the 2015-16 school year. I am Mr. Clennert, and most likely I am your high school science teacher. Instead of doing a syllabus and going through a syllabus on the first day of school and the expectations, I'm going to do a podcast as our district embraces technology and as we enter the second year of our one-to-one iPads. My introduction and expectations are going to be in a podcast, or kind of a flipped podcast, where you can listen to it on this video instead of reading my PowerPoint at the beginning of the school year. For those of you who would like to read it, it will be available on your student's Moodle account. As I mentioned, welcome to the 2015-16 school year. I am Mr. Clennert. This is my 9th year teaching in Hayfield. I will be teaching chemistry, applied chemistry, physics, bioethics, and advanced chemistry for this upcoming school year. And I'm very thrilled to have your student in class and expose them to the wonders of science. Along with teaching those classes, I am also the Hayfield High School SAD advisor as well. Just to give you a little update on how summer went. I hope all of you had a great summer. My summer was incredibly busy. I finished my first master's program and I started my second. I both through St. Mary's. My first master's was in teaching and learning, just to kind of better my teaching, get some new instructional ideas and strategies for science. And my second one is in the long-term future. I would like to become an administrator, so I've now entered grad school to become an administrator or principal. So very exciting. So professionally, very exciting summer. Personally, very exciting as well. As you know, as you may or may not know, I should say, my wife Michelle and I live in town. We have 2 children now. Maddie, who will be 2.5 in October, and we just welcomed this past month, at the end of July, we welcomed Lincoln to our family. So it has been a very busy August, one filled with a little less sleep than I would wish, but one filled with lots of joy and excitement. So it has been a great summer. I hope you've had a great summer as well. What I want to do quickly is run through my expectations and a couple things that your student can expect while taking my classes. First, my expectations are there. You can read them, but bottom line is they're very simple. Respect. I really believe in the golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated. If you respect me, I will respect you, and we won't have any issues this school year. Be ready to learn. All right, we are in an academic environment. We have 180 days. I want to utilize those 180 days as much as possible. So when you enter my classroom, you need to be ready to learn. And when you're ready to learn, I want you to have a positive attitude. All right, chemistry and physics can be different or difficult coursework to master, and I really want you to have a positive attitude. At times, it's okay to fail. You may struggle with some of this material, and that's okay. That's a natural process of learning, is to make mistakes and fail. As long as you can improve and get better, that's what I'm looking for, and you can't do that when you have a negative attitude. So make sure you have a positive attitude and a smile. And lastly, when we talk about expectations at the beginning of the year, we have many expectations for students, but never do teachers talk about their own expectations. And my expectation is for every day that I will be respectful, fair, and organized for your student to give them the best possible science experience possible. Makeup work. When we talk about makeup work here real quick, first I want to highlight homework. As you guys know, or as you may be aware, we have a 90-10 grading policy where homework only counts for 10% of the grade. That doesn't mean that homework's not important to do. It is very important for your student to do homework and complete homework. It is important practice on the materials, and it kind of helps me give an assessment of where students are at on a day-to-day basis. If they come in and their homework is not done, it makes it very difficult for me as a teacher to assess their progress. So first, you need to do homework. Secondly, if you are going to be gone, my general policy is for each day you are absent, you have 2 days to make up. So if you're gone on Monday, your homework's due on Wednesday. You have Tuesday, Wednesday to fulfill it, regardless of what the schedule is. So if you don't have class on the rotating schedule on one of those days, that still counts as a day. If you're gone 2 days, you get 3 days. If you're gone 3 days, you get 4 days. Extended absences. If you or your family is going to be gone for an extended time, say you're going to Disney World for a week or Hawaii for 2 weeks, if you could let me know in advance, that would be great. We could get that work in advance, and you know what you're going to miss. So when you come back, you're not entirely 2 weeks behind the 8 ball, because that's very difficult to catch up from. And lastly, when it comes to tests and quizzes, my makeup policy for tests and quizzes is very simple. Typically, we will review the day before a test or quiz. If you are gone the day before a test or quiz, I do not let you typically take the test or quiz the following day if you're not ready, because you missed the review. I'll give you the day in class to review. You take it the next day. However, if you are in class for the review and then you miss the day of the test, you're expected to take the test the next day you're in class. You got the review, you were prepared for the material, you're ready to take the test. If you have questions on the makeup policy or an absence, or maybe there's a case where you need a little additional time, by all means let me know and I'm willing to work something out. We talk about lab safety. All students will talk about lab safety during the first part of the year. Lab safety is an integral part of science education, and our lab is an integral part of science education, and we need to make sure that we are being safe. Each student at the beginning of the year is going to sign a lab safety code of conduct. I will keep those on file if we have any issues. In my 9 years of teaching, I've never had a lab safety issue, but it is very important that we follow the rules and regulations in lab to ensure the safety of all students. Since we are working with chemicals and open flames, those things, if not handled properly, can lead to a dangerous situation. So, parents, if you have questions on labs or any lab safety, please let me know. And with that, throughout the course of the school year, if you have any questions about your students' progress, makeup work, lab safety, something in a curriculum, a test or quiz, by all means, please contact me. I'm very open for communication and willing to help out in any way that I can. There's my contact information. Email is the best way to reach me. With a rotating schedule, we don't necessarily have the same prep at the same time throughout the school day. Email works best to contact me, and I can get back to email. If it is urgent, I do I urge you to use the phone, contact me via the phone, 507-477-3235, extension 251. Other than that, I am very excited to start my 9th year in Hayfield. I'm very excited to teach science again. It is always fun to use chemicals again and maybe start a few things on fire in the lab as a couple demonstrations. So I'm very excited to start the 2015-16 school year. I hope you guys are as well. And as always, let's have a great school year, and we'll see you when class starts September 8th.